There it is. We're live, and it's just myself, Whit, because Biz is late. Very unprofessional. I'll have to be talking to him when he comes on. But welcome to the Chiclets Cup, presented by DEVOUR. Legit. I mean, they're delicious, indulgent versions of your favorite foods. This one is sweet and smoky Angus beef. What else we got? This Philly cheesesteak. That's the one I like. The grilled cheese, Philly cheesesteak, grilled cheese. Many other things. DEVOUR, thank you so much. All right, Chiclets Cup. It's Biz and I announcing NHL 20. One semifinal done. Nasher, the professional gamer, he's on to the finals. We got the second semifinal tonight. We got to go over the tournament rules first, though. I'm always reminded of that. It's a best-of-3 series, 2 out of 3. 4-minute periods. Losers done. That's been the case the whole time. Winner advances to the finals, not the next round, the finals. There's no other place to go. And you must play as the team you play for if you're in the NHL tonight. Nope. That is not the case, but you must play as the same team the whole tournament. So, the championship will be Xbox winner versus the PS4 winner, and we can now bring in tonight's contestants. And listen, there's a big favorite. I won't go to him yet, but the guy on the left, he looks like a 7-year-old in that picture. And now he's got a crazy V for Vendetta goatee. Frankie Borrelli, the New York Islanders diehard fan, the pizza man, versus Daddy Padre. So, Daddy Padre, the huge favorite here, one of the best NHL 20 players there is in the world. That's what I'm told. You're a huge favorite, enough where I'm going to get bet on you against Biz, so he's going to owe me money on that. But do you think there's any chance, Frankie, for you to even compete whatsoever in this game?
No, this is my, third game playing this in this Chiclets Cup. And every time you stack the worst picture that's ever been taken of me up against the best picture ever taken
Look at
of the opposing player. I mean,
you need a bra, dude. You should have a bra on.
Honestly,
you have titties.
This thing is broadcasting on all sorts of social media. They should have to pixelate that out. Like, you have to.
I know,
this is a
man.
free the
throw a man's ear. George Costanza.
Daddy Padre and his whole gear. The picture they're making him look like Patrick Waugh in there. It's crazy.
He's an NHL. Oh, man, Daddy. All right, well, we can go right into your teams. Daddy Padre, as we all know, are the St. Louis Blues, and Frankie, the Islanders. Oh, the unis that I liked, so that's what I'm happy about.
That's for you, Whit.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Padre, how have you been doing? Are you, how's your gaming right now? Are you on a hot streak, cold streak, or are you just always on the rise?
Yeah, I'm on a hot streak right now on the underground gambling websites lately. I've been making some money the last few days. So it's
really?
A few days, yeah.
Well, it's not so underground now. I mean, people are they not gonna be able to find it?
Well, I mean, it's underground for the community, but
okay, but it's common.
Yeah. You can go play on it, Wait, if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'd get smoked. So what is it? Just Venmo transactions?
PayPal. You can deposit with credit card or PayPal, and I just use, and then all the money goes to your PayPal. So
who am I playing against right now? This is supposed to be a fun video game.
Oh, you didn't know about this guy?
I didn't know he was this good. I mean, I thought he was the e-bug for the Blues. I didn't know he was in the basements playing NHL against.
No, he is
playing Russian roulette and then playing video games. What's going on with this guy? How much time does he have?
I don't have that much time, to be honest with you.
Let me say something, Frankie. If he continues to make money playing the game, he has plenty of time to play the game.
I know, I agree. I'm saying he does a million different things, this guy. I wasn't saying that he can't be playing the game.
Okay, fair enough. I thought you were chirping.
No.
I thought you were chirping there. Oh, quick chance. This
is going to be brutal.
Frankie, when was the last time you played?
The last time I played Connington.
Oh, you haven't even touched the sticks?
Oh, no. Who was it? No. Who did I play after that? I can't remember who I played after that. Blackburn. Yeah, waxed them.
Yeah,
that was the last time I played. Yeah.
Hey, it says Cam Newton signed with the Patriots.
That's absolutely outrageous. I mean, it just always works out for the Pats to have the best storyline going into the next season. It doesn't make any sense, man.
Well, are people chirping this? I mean, 1-year deal. He's just always hurt. I mean, when he's healthy, isn't he nasty?
You just got to think that you put him with Bill Belichick, and you utilize every single skill that he has because he's sick, right? He's a specimen of a human being.
Yeah, but is he old and too banged up now? I mean, he might be brittle, dude.
Maybe, possibly.
Padre,
Wait, you played some golf today?
got on the second tee, and the horn blew, and then lightning was in the area until it rained like 3 inches. So no, rattled. Oh, 1-0. I'm up on Biz. How about Biz? How about Biz just not showing up? Like, what do you guys think about that? I think it's disrespectful to you two.
So disrespectful. Sunday night, we're gearing up for Coach Dogs. We're doing things at Barstool. It's 4th of July week.
Speak of the devil.
What's up, boys? How you doing?
What's up, buddy? We were just pumping your tires.
Oh, no way. About what?
Just overall, like you as a guy.
How many shots do you think I'm going to get on goal?
How's everybody doing?
5.
Good.
We're doing great. Borrelli didn't know that Daddy Padre is like good at this game, let alone like the best.
One of the best. Oh, I don't think this is working. I might have to sign back. Oh, no audio.
Does Biz know we can? Does Biz know we can hear him? Oh, Borrelli!
Oh,
That'd be your only one there.
oh God, he's so cocky too. It's
What'd you
crazy.
say there, Padre?
That might
He's
be
so cocky.
Oh my lord!
Insane. How about before when you're like? Have you played this game a lot? And he's like, yeah, I'm making a lot of money in underground video gaming. Like, what kind of answer is that?
That's an
Oh, you
answer.
asked me if it's
That's
been
an
going
answer
good
that
lately. There's no tournament, so I gotta answer with what I'm doing lately.
in golf speak, that's showing up to play a guy and then agreeing to play straight up, and the guy is like a professional golfer.
Speaking of golf and matches, I mean, it's 1-1. The only one I'll get, right? Padre, let's go, Daddy.
Oh,
You do not want me to win this game because if you're playing in underground tournaments and I'm coming in here, I'm
score
flying
for you,
around the
Frankie.
country, I'm playing in
I had a
people's
score for
basements. If I win this game, I am now Daddy Padre.
Oh, this one would be so. Unless you're lying about how often you're playing, Borrelli, and you're actually really.
No, I haven't. When have I had a chance to play? I was in Pinehurst.
When have you had a chance to play, dude? You play golf for 4 hours and then do nothing else.
No, I'm working, man.
Oh, fuck that.
Pizza reviews don't
Are you
stop.
still doing Dave's pizza reviews?
Yeah.
So Dave's like, I'm gonna find a guy, and just never found a guy.
Well, no, we're working on it, but we went and recorded a bunch of we did 15 pizza reviews in one day. So I've got them all locked up. We went to Pennsylvania and we knocked out a bunch.
Any high scores?
Yeah, there's some really good reviews. Really good reviews.
What was the best pizza place in Pittsburgh, Whit?
I don't remember a pizza place in Pittsburgh that stood out. I feel bad. I'm probably shriveling someone. I don't remember.
You guys used to get pizza before games, just regular football type pizza, or after games? I mean,
After games, there would always be pizza in the locker room. That's
in college. That's what we had. Was that like that in the NHL?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, we had slices. We had slices. You're right. Then it started going away though as time went by.
Yeah, now it's gotten a lot healthier in the fact that there's kale and smoothies and
I'd have 5 slices of cheese after a game. I love pizza.
How about the fact that that's how I got my start, in the locker room, being a weirdo? I used to so the Islanders would order from Borrelli's for all the post game pizza, and I'd sneak in there and just hang around. There'd be
Stare at
this
some
little kid
cocks.
that just who's the little kid?
Just a bird watcher delivering some pizza. They're like, you see that pizza kid again, just in the shower? What is wrong with that guy?
He's got his flip phone out, snapping pictures of my cock.
Oh God.
I actually asked Daddy Padre a question. Whit, you weren't on the last stream with him, but oh, geez, okay. He was saying that when Marty Brodeur was learning under Doug Armstrong for the management position, that they were going to sign him up as the E-Bug goalie, but the league wouldn't allow it. Is that true, Daddy?
Yeah, he was they didn't have a set in stone E-Bug thing back then. It was kind of whoever was on your list. They had a list that was kind of not official, but kind of official. And Marty was our guy. So he,
but the NHL nixed it.
Yeah. Whenever everyone found out from the league, they're kind of that's unfair. You have a guy that's a Hall of Famer. That's probably the best ever to do it. Why do you guys, you know what I mean? So then they wanted more formal things. That's why they put this thing in place.
Which is crazy because you think you'd want a competent guy going in if if the situation arose, but they were like, we want it to be a gong show.
Oh boy, we're in trouble here.
I mean,
We are in trouble here.
they're smart. That was one of the biggest stories of the year.
Yeah, no, yeah. Which was
And-
4 months ago, which felt like 2 years ago.
Right. Hey, I got a question for you, Whit, and I didn't see Riggs fire back at you. So maybe Frankie knows this too, though. What was the deal with Riggs crying? Like, what was that all about?
Oh,
This guy's
3-1.
so good at this video game.
This guy is sick, and he's talking as he's just
It's tough.
lighting.
It makes
He's
it
not
so
even
much
looking at
more-
the screen.
He's talking,
not
and
even
just
looking.
lighting you up.
Mid question. Yeah, what do you think?
Frankie, that video was so bizarre, dude. It was like he was saying goodbye to the people who cooked him some eggs at a golf course for 3 months, crying. I mean, dude, people cry, I guess, but holy shit.
Hey,
And then he was
say-
going to Erin Hills. I'm like, dude, what is this guy crying about right now? Am I missing something? What do you know? You're his boy.
Well, the thing is, like, I'm a big crier, so I feel like it's throwing stones at a glass house. You know?
I guess you're just a loyal, podcast partner? You can't chirp your podcast partner?
No, we did, man. If you listen to the podcast, like we went after him. Trent said it was the weirdest thing he's ever seen on BarstoolSports.com. Trent said he felt uncomfortable. He said he couldn't believe that that's what happened. He said you were. I mean, what we said, we were like, you didn't get picked off. He's like, they took me in. They didn't have to do that. I had nowhere to go. It's like they didn't take you off.
I
the
had
street.
nowhere to go, dude. What?
They didn't take you off the street. He's like, I didn't want to go and see my parents because of COVID. So he's like, I had to go somewhere, and they didn't have to do that. Now I will say this: I've been to Pinehurst when I've seen like the setup, right? And like
They're getting advertising, the best advertising in the world, and this
I
dude
know.
saying they didn't have to do it. This is fucking crazy. I'm so glad I heard this. What fucking planet am I living on?
dude, it's they are so. The night before he left, he also made like another speech, like to everyone personally, and he got really choked up during that. It was and it was to like all the president and all those people. And I actually said something that night too. Like they were all just going around talking about like what Barstool's done for Pinehurst and like how it's like changed the look of it. It used to be like the dad would take the kid, now the kid takes the dad. It was the whole thing, right? And I was like, I mean, this place is like the Truman Show. I told them, like. Everyone takes a trolley to work. They all go to the same brewery after they go to the Cradle, and they all play Pinehurst #2, and it's nonstop every single day. So, like, and they all are like best buddies. It's crazy. I never seen anything like it. Like everyone is like friends with everyone there. So, I mean, I understand that, but like what we said to him, we're like, you're gonna go back like next week. Like, it's
Frankie-
not like you're never going back.
Frankie, do you think they'd let us film a sandbagger there?
I mean, I think they'll let you do anything at Pinehurst at this point.
Buddy,
Barstool
they're
2.0.
filming that thing of you guys playing Kisner was
Oh
great.
my god.
That was, I mean, it was a crazy video. I'll never understand that video as long as I live. I think it was a deranged human to be crying like that, leaving a golf vacation. Hey, imagine if I walked out of an all-inclusive resort, which I would never go to because they're terrible. Imagine if I'm walking out of an all-inclusive and they're like lining up to say goodbye and I'm just bawling. Thanks for that 17th vodka pink lemonade.
Oh
I
man.
mean, dude, it was very funny. I saw that video had like 3 million views.
Dude, it puts asses in the seats, man. It put asses in the seats.
Crazy viral video of a human being crying, leaving the. He had the best quarantine of any human being alive.
Yeah.
Dude, my favorite question, I think like Trent asked it, and he's like, "What'd you do when the video stopped? Did you just get into an Uber like fully weeping?" And he said, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah." He's like, I just left. Like after that, when that video ended, like I was gone. Like we thought maybe he goes back in and was like,
Do you think he cries when he goes back?
I don't know, man.
Well, talking, Frankie, you've made it a little bit of a game.
Yeah, I kind of got screwed. I mean, like the penalties. He's too good of a skater, which I didn't even know was possible in a video game. He makes you trip him.
Why didn't Riggs just come back to St. Louis? I play men's league with his brother.
had to go under the bridge. He had to go under a bridge. If they didn't take him in, he was going to a shelter,
Yeah,
dude. You didn't
apparently.
know that?
Essentially.
Yeah, if they didn't take him in, he was gonna just hop on trains that were crossing country. He's just gonna try to live on a train. He had nowhere to go.
I don't want to be hypocritical. I cried at Jimmy Fallon, and everyone knows that. That's something that happened. But it wasn't because
You don't have a leg to stand on.
It wasn't because it meant a lot to me. It was just the theatrics of it all. He came out behind that curtain, the music was blaring, and I started tearing up.
But man, I'm not chirping crying. I'm a crier, dude. I cried at like a dog commercial.
I cried to the Bieber documentary.
So listen,
I was in the air. I was in the air though. Altitude plays a huge factor.
Huge factor. I cried during
Biz cries
Coco
at like the
a little
supermarket. But it's about what you're crying for, and it was just so crazy to watch.
Dude, I watched Manchester by the Sea on a plane once, and the guy next to me had to console me.
Yeah, that's and it's scientifically proven that you cry more on a plane.
Correct.
Whit cried when they took golf away in Mass.
No, no. That a temper tantrum's different than crying.
Oh, okay.
More like screaming and stomping your feet.
Oh,
Padre, is he better than you thought?
Yeah, he's not bad, honestly. I just didn't realize how good Grice was going to play, or Varley, whoever that is.
Is Werenski the best NHL player?
I don't know. I'd say Robert Thomas or him. I guess Akil Thomas doesn't count because he's not in the NHL yet, but he was pretty good too, I thought. But Werenski, he was the guy that played first.
It's like he's faster than me.
He was that good.
Whit, how you doing, buddy? I feel like I haven't talked to you in forever.
Yeah, dude, I'm doing great. I'm doing phenomenal. It is raining here. It looks like the next 3 days looks like rain, so that's a bummer. But the weather has been
unbelievable.
If you live in the Boston area, listen, June, maybe the best June. It's like August, perfect. Oh, 5-2.
Let's not forget that this guy's using the Blues, right?
I missed the goal. Your Islanders aren't as good as the Blues. If the Blues played the Islanders in the Cup final, you're already admitting you're gonna lose.
No, I mean they'd be the underdog, would they not? So it's like crazy that I'm the underdog right now. Like I should have the better team.
They remind me of us.
Like a handicap system. Look at this guy.
Backdoor.
Hey, Frankie. Honestly,
up.
I think they're like the Blues of the Eastern Conference, though. Kind of. You know what I mean? Like good defense, good goaltending, offense kind of is okay.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah.
Biz, did you see the Patriots signed Cam Newton? Newton?
Really?
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, you cock.
I know, dude.
Good for him. That was kind of a weird ending with the Carolina Panthers for him.
He was an MVP. He won the MVP one year, didn't he?
So wait, do you think that he's going to be their starter?
I think right now you'd say yes. I mean, they got some guy. What's that guy's name? Stidham,
Brissett?
I think. No, Stidham. Brissett's on like the Colts now, dude.
Oh God, I'm
brutal. So I would think it would be Cam Newton. It's a 1 year. It says incentive laden. Oh, is it laden? Did I just mess up that word? Is it incentive laden or incentive laden?
Laden feels right.
Jarrett Stidham played at Auburn. Thanks, Grinelli. I knew it was Stidham. I think I got that correct.
Attaboy.
Yep.
I thought it was Bledsoe.
So who's going to win that next game?
Steve
Daddy
Grogan
Padre or Nasher?
Okay, that's what I asked.
Flutie?
That's what I asked Borrelli, and Nasher said you beat him, Padre, right?
I've never lost to him, so yeah.
Oh
He's
shit!
He's more of a He's
so
more
cocky.
of a no. He's more of a content creator. He's really big into like the YouTube and the Twitch and everything like that. I'm more of just like a guy that just plays. I don't have time to do that stuff. It's just too time consuming to edit all those videos. I mean, I don't know how you guys do it. It's crazy.
I got a question for you, and I don't even know if you know who this guy is, but there was like one of the biggest Twitch streamers, Dr. Disrespectful. Or Dr. Disrespect. Why did he get suspended? Because I
didn't see that either. I don't know.
No one knows.
What?
No one knows. I don't know why. There's a lot of rumors going around. Some people are saying that he's starting his own streaming platform with like some other big guys like Ninja and stuff because Mixer just got shut down, which is kind of like
why Mixer get shut down?
What's
I think
Mixer?
Mixer was like Microsoft's streaming platform, which was like through the Xbox One, and then now it's pretty much just Twitch again. But a lot of rumors going around. No one really knows yet. And then there's people trying to make assumptions that it's about like his past or something. I don't know. I don't really get into him like that much because he's more of a shooter guy or whatever. That's what he plays.
Right. I'm asking you why Mixer, though, in the midst of that, why did Mixer just up and leave? What happened with Mixer?
I don't know.
They got
I just
bought
know
by
they sold out.
Facebook, I think.
Yeah, they sold out.
I think Facebook just buys out competition so that they don't have to deal with them. I could be wrong though.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice way to handle things.
What games did this guy play?
I wish somebody would buy me out to just
He
go
played.
away.
He played like Fortnite, Call of Duty. Like he played all those battle royale games. So those games that like if you're the last man standing, you win. Like you drop into the map, and you ever seen those? Whit? I'm guessing you probably haven't really.
No, I've seen the highlights on Twitter here and there, but I'm not into the gaming world. But I understand that's like a legit community, millions.
That was one
upon
of the
millions,
craziest
right?
goals I ever seen.
Oh, that back behind the back pass.
Was that Ryan O'Reilly?
Some guy just made a 15-footer on the Corn Ferry Tour. On the Corn Ferry Tour to extend the playoff, to keep the playoff going, like a 10, 15-footer. Suck on that one.
So today I played golf and my opponent. So we were doing this thing. I don't know what the name is. I was telling Whit before, but you can it's high, low, and then nearest to the pin, and you get points for all of them. And you can press, and you can roll them, and you can double roll. So basically, after you see your opponent hit a bad drive, you can roll it and you double it. So at this point, we were playing for like 30 points, like for each one, the high, the low, and like the near. And my partner hit one like into the water, and they're like roll, and I stepped up to 18. It was like a 62-point drive, and I just said to myself, "Be an athlete one time. Like you're playing great today. Let's just finish this off. Like you haven't really hit many fairways." And I'm saying this out loud to my opponents. I'm talking over the ball, and I striped one perfect draw right down the middle.
How good did that feel?
295. I sorted it in. I did the mustache right in their face.
No.
It was crazy.
Even
Next
still
shot,
with the iron shot into the green to come?
Next shot, 10 feet from the pin. I'm walking up to the green like this. I'm
McGregor.
on someone else's club. I'm like, look at me. I'm like, put my name on.
You were
this
that
guy's fucking locker.
asshole. You were being that loud.
Oh, dude, I had to. No, I wasn't being loud. I was just. They saw me. I didn't say any. I wasn't screaming walking up.
You were
They
just
saw
doing
me
it quietly like a madman.
Yep.
Did you can it?
No, I didn't have the nuts, man. The greens were rolling at like a 14. I hit it like a delicate flower.
What'd you shoot?
Is 14 fast?
84.
Nice.
Is 14 like concrete?
It was like glass. Dude, how crazy is it in Whit? I don't know if you've gotten to this level of golf, but like when we played with Kisner, he was putting on the practice green at Pinehurst, and then his first putt on one, he's like, this is 2.5 feet slower. Like he knew the actual like distance on the meter, like just based off watching his first putt.
Yeah.
Well, did you measure it though, or was he just saying
he's just saying it because the putt like went 2.5 feet. Like the putt like didn't go 2.5 feet to where he thought it would go. Do you know what I'm saying? Like he knew right off the bat, like that putt should have got there and it only got to there. This is
I'm gonna start
slower.
saying that when I miss putts.
Yeah, Biz, you have to say it. Yeah, this
is
different speed than the practice screen.
You're like Biz. You didn't even hit any putts on the practice screen.
Have you noticed? Hey, have you noticed he has 10 goals? Biz?
He's going crazy.
No, I'm so dialed into this golf talk. I'm gonna start getting good at golf.
You and Caleb Presley.
If you played a lot of golf, you would be a good golfer. You have a really good swing. Well, it was unbelievable. And then one of the matches, it was so short. But I think your back was tight or something.
Yeah, my back. I'm gonna have to hire a full-time masseuse if I'm gonna be a good golfer, though.
Our friend Caleb Presley said he just decided to become pro, so he's actively pursuing that right now.
I saw that. How's his swing? He'll probably be nasty. Isn't he an athlete?
Dude, you gotta see his swing. It's so bad. Dude, it's one of those that like his body's just flat. Like it's almost like his body is concrete and his arms just move.
I would guess though a college quarterback has some athleticism to where he could probably get pretty good. Like golf, you can improve from really bad to pretty decent pretty quick if you're athletic.
He's done it a very interesting way too. He's reading all the books before he's taking any actual
Is
lessons.
this
So
just
like
content, or is he actually doing all this?
he's actually, dude, he's read like 7 golf books, and I thought he was joking, but we were talking at Pinehurst the other day, and he's
Oh, I'd
like,
love to talk to him.
he was quoting like Armin Katayan, like the New York Times best-selling author of the Tiger Woods book. He was quoting him.
Yeah, but he could be a master like craftsman right now and just
he's
playing this.
Correct me if I'm
showed-
wrong, but too many cooks in the kitchen, especially with golf, that would probably be a bad thing. Everybody's got a different philosophy and formula, no?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's if you start reading like different golf mental health books, you're like, whoa.
He's got that thing
These
that
are all
goes on his
saying the
forehead
opposite.
and a little ball. And he's-
Yeah, like the contraptions. He's got a wrist hanger,
oh,
coat
geez.
hanger.
Ooh,
Man.
you needed that one thinner. Hey, next game, you want me to even it up, Frankie?
No, I
You
mean,
mind?
no, you're gonna embarrass me to like. I don't even know why we're playing another game, to be honest.
No, he's saying he could be like an AHL team or something.
Yeah.
Will that
Actually, I'll
matter
give you-
though? Like that's gonna embarrass me even more.
It's tough, dude. It's really tough, honestly, because they can't shoot. I'll be the Wheeling Nailers in the East Coast League for
There you
Bills.
go. The old stomping grounds. Actually, they just hired a new coach, Mark French, who was my assistant coach with the North Bay Centennials, of which I posted a picture the other day. That was drafted their 31st overall in the OHL. Not a big deal in 2001.
Wow.
That must have been pretty exciting to get drafted. What are you, 15 when that happened?
I was 16 years old. I was over the moon because
Yeah.
at that point in time, you had to be drafted in the first 2 rounds in order to be eligible to play as a 16-year-old in the OHL. Either
Oh.
that, or you're the first 2 picks, because some teams had traded away their second rounder.
Yeah.
So their 3rd round pick was able to be their second guy. And I knew I wasn't going to college, obviously. And I wanted to go play junior as a 16-year-old. When I was drafted, I was 6'2", 215 pounds at 16 years old.
I was gonna say you were already you were ready, dude. Like
I was a
physically.
man.
Because there's times, I mean, I think there's definitely instances, at least when I was younger, of guys going up to play junior that were not necessarily ready for it.
No, physically,
You have to be a man, kind of.
yeah.
Maybe
oh,
not
yeah.
now.
Now it's got a lot smaller and faster, and it's a totally different game. Back then, you had to be.
Yeah,
I mean, you weren't even getting drafted unless you were at least 5'11". It was very rare to get drafted in the first round if you were undersized. Jeff Platt, actually the first rounder for the North Bay Centennials that
I
year,
had nothing
was
left.
probably one of the most undersized guys. And he had a great career. I think he's still playing in Russia.
I played against him in Russia.
He's a little water bug out there, isn't he?
Yeah, he lit it up out there, over there.
This the highest amount of goals in the whole entire Chiclets Cup.
I don't know. I mean,
I
dude,
don't know.
why are you trying to score again? There's 5 seconds left, Padre.
Crazy.
Jeez.
He's just
I'm just going through the motions, listening to some talk right now.
So
All right, I'm
an
gonna switch it up.
an absolute drumming in the first game. We're gonna have to switch this thing up to Biz's old team, excuse me, the Wheeling Nailers. Yes, if you're not a hockey fan, that's actually a name of a hockey team, the Nailers. And Biz played for East Coast Hockey League, so that'll be not only one division lower, but a second, or not only one league, 2 leagues below the NHL. So Frankie, I guess it would embarrass you more if you do lose this. Let's get this rematch going.
that's what I don't want. Like I'd rather just lose
Devour.
regular.
Wait, you forgot to mention one thing about the Wheeling
Devour?
Nailers. No. I was a 2-time ECHL All-Star when I played for the Wheeling Nailers. How are you?
Very impressive.
2 times.
Very impressive. I'm not
2
even
years.
I'm not busting your balls.
2-time ECHL All-Star. Brunelli wants me to tweet out. the
Frankie,
links.
where are you? In like a wine cellar?
Essentially, I'm in a buddy's basement.
He's at the Pinehurst wine cellar. He didn't leave. he hid when Riggs was leaving.
He's drawing a painting of where Riggs was crying in that lobby. He's staying there and doing it.
Dude, Trent was on such a heater today, but he's like, I walked out those goddamn doors the same day you did. No one even batted an eye. He's like, we left the same fucking day as you did, and no one, people didn't even look at me. And this guy's got the whole entire staff. He had all the maids and the chefs and every single person that works at this place clapping as he leaves. God, this is just going to be so demoralizing to lose.
We don't.
We're playing
I
in
don't know.
I think you
West
actually have. I think
Virginia.
you have a decent chance.
Yeah, I did too.
You scored
It's
4.
tough.
Dude, his offense is 55 overall.
Yeah, it's tough, dude. These guys are not.
Wait, what happened? Why'd you get tossed off the course hole 2 today?
Just horn came, and then which means lightning in the area, and then before that horn was re-hit to be able to go out there, it started pouring and rained like 3 inches the next 7 hours.
I can't believe you listen to that. Like, I feel like you'd be the guy that just keeps
Dude,
going.
I would.
Oh, Whit just got muted by the technology muted him. More lightning. Whit, you're muted.
Just shut him down.
Whit,
I muted that whole time.
I think lightning struck your house and muted you or something. No, you're muted again. Now you're not.
You fucking with me?
No, now you're not muted. You're good. We can hear you.
I see that you're talking to me. Let me.
Oh, that is so weird that he can't hear us now that he's unmuted.
Oh, that should have went in. This is crazy. Yeah.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear
All right,
us?
I'm back. I'm
Nice.
back, baby.
Welcome back.
Thank you. What was I saying?
You got pigeon tossed, and then Borrelli wanted you to risk your life to get in the remaining 16 holes today.
Be like the priest in Caddyshack, the round of his
Exactly.
life gets struck down by lightning.
I've never seen that movie in whole.
Actually, no, I played a course, awesome course in Boston area, Brayburn, the other day, and a woman was standing next to a tree that got struck by lightning. She had to get rushed to the hospital. She's okay. You should see this tree. It's an enormous tree. It must have been on this earth for 300 years, dude. And this thing's half of it's taken out, and the whole ground burnt up next to it. Crazy, crazy
Wow.
shit.
Well,
So I don't
thank
think
God
I
you
actually
got
don't think you. I don't think you mess around with the lightning horn in golf.
No.
Considering you're holding an iron up in the air.
Borrelli.
So we had a discussion about that where like someone said that they got caught out. They were walking a golf course. They got caught like on the 14th hole. So you have to walk like a ton of ways back. Now, do you walk like under the trees when it's like raining and lightning, or do you just walk in the middle of the fairway?
I think you leave your bag there and you go on a solo trek and you tell the pro shop we got to go out. You're saying they were walking the whole course?
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of places have like lightning areas to sit down in.
Interesting.
I mean, it's a good point. That's why carts are awesome. Biz, how was your weekend, buddy?
It was. I cleaned the house. I'm still waiting for my results for the Corona thing because I literally showed every single what do you call that
Symptom?
symptom.
So
I
you
don't want
got
to talk
you got
too much
tested?
about it right now. So yeah, we just been laying low. I went on a solo hike today, but it's been a weird full week, buddy. I'll discuss it more on the pod, but yeah, in a weird headspace, that's for sure. Just hoping this fucking
you'll be
crazy
safe.
times pass us.
I honestly think one of the worst parts, but obviously you can die and get really sick, but like you got to alert every single person that like you'd been in contact with, and that's like probably one of the worst calls, right? It's like I gotta, like, this sucks, man, but like we were together the other day, I just got tested positive. Like you got to tell every single person, then that ruins their day.
Legitimately, since this all began, I've done my best to stay away from anyone. It's been me
Right.
and my girlfriend. That's it. And I think that's part of what's been getting to me too, is I'm a very social person. And the only interaction I'm getting is through technology, which too much of that'll mess you up in its own right. And like
Have
I'm
you
craving
been
that.
have you been
Go ahead.
zooming people? You should have called me, buddy.
No, I've been making phone calls and stuff, but just like, yeah, like trying to get through it on my own, buddy, you know?
I hear
So
you.
anyway.
I hear you, dude.
Oh, Gurnelli, you fucking asshole. Gurnelli, I'm going to keep that one in the chat, okay, you fucker? Gurnelli's been buzzing lately.
Yeah, he's buzzing. He's fine. He's the Blade Gang guy.
That's right.
You ever rollerblade, Frankie?
Yeah, I actually tried to, like, oh, not tried to. I went out the other day, but I had like indoor wheels on it, and it was an absolute nightmare. They were just so soft, and I was like bouncing around like crazy. I probably looked like a lunatic going down the street.
Got a concussion from your teeth rattling.
Yeah, exactly. Also, like New York roads and like especially on Long Island, they're just so not paved.
Biz,
how was the crowd in Wheeling?
Crowd was fairly good. We had good teams when I was there. The one year we faded off towards the end, but it's because the East Coast is tough because you'll have a great team at the start of the year, and then all of a sudden AHL teams start picking guys away.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I mentioned earlier, but I was a two-time ACHL. Who do we have that was really good? So we had a guy on our team, Curtis McLean. He played Division II hockey. He grinded it out, ended up getting called up to the American League, and then ended up getting a few games with the New York Islanders. And this one was tough. He just finally established himself as an NHLer. They were playing sewer ball before one of the NHL games with the Islanders. Snaps his Achilles. I wouldn't play sewer ball much in my NHL career because I heard of guys getting injured. Just like
Adam Pelech on the Islanders this year.
That's how he got hurt?
Yeah. Or like playing games before, yeah.
Yeah. Achilles, boom, gone.
That's why I sat there with a cup of coffee.
Yep.
A couple short, quick stretches. You don't want to.
No, Witt's mic got messed up again. Hitting a couple Sudoku puzzles before the game. Witt, we lost you. I don't think. Yep.
Back.
You're back, buddy.
This thing. Wheeling. Biz, do you think that like a place like Wheeling, if they won the East Coast League title, would be unreal for a couple nights? Or is it just
who is this goalie?
I think that for an ECHL city that they're fairly involved and people care, and it's more of that community feel.
God.
So yeah, I think it would really impact the community a lot. Whereas if you have where's maybe an East Coast team where it's kind of like in a big city and it might get lost in the shuffle, like when they had the Brampton Beast.
There was a team in Brampton.
Yeah, Brampton Beast. And they used to play where the Brampton Battalion played. And
Gurnelli, what are the Islanders guys saying? I mean, Frankie, I always mess you.
What do you mean?
What are they saying? Have they been skating? Like you're always talking to Brock Nelson, the guy you tweet about every time he scores a goal.
American hero, good guy who plays hard and loves the game.
Yeah, that's Phil Kessel, I think, who said that about himself, isn't it?
Yeah, and I stole it from him because we swept the Penguins.
And then you got swept.
Doesn't matter. Phil Kessel had nothing to do with that.
You can't just steal sayings from a guy.
He did, though.
Yeah. Oh, no. Yo, Frankie, what do you think about Scotty Mayfield?
Oh, my God. I can't believe I just put that in. How about this guy talks to me as I'm about to do stuff, and then he doesn't get rattled at all when it happens to him, but I get – I can't.
What are you
I don't have
talking about? You're not making any sense.
That's what I mean. My brain's like falling apart right now. This guy's beat me with the.
He's saying when he had that empty net, Daddy Padre started talking to him, and that's the reason he missed it.
Oh, really?
Correct.
Scotty Mayfield is he's a real solid defenseman. I actually think what's funny is like he grew up with YP, right? And YP was
I played with him.
Breakdown.
And YP. We were all the same age group, 92s.
But so when I was talking to them about it, like he was one of those guys that sprung up like really late, right?
Yeah, late bloomer, dude. It's
So, like,
crazy.
for years, you don't think of him as anything much, and then all of a sudden he's in the NHL. It's like shocking to guys that grew up with him, like, you know, playing
he
the
reminds
lower
me of,
level. Where it's like, what in the world? This dude's this good now?
Yeah, he reminds me a lot of Bortuzzo the way he plays, like for us. Block shots, fights.
Yeah.
Bobby Ortuzzo.
Bobo.
How many times do you think he said in that interview?
150.
It was 150?
I think it was 144.
I think you're missing a one. I know it was 1,150 times, and it was a 48-minute
What was
interview.
he like? How is he saying it?
He's like, yeah, it's an unbelievable spot we got here, in St. Louis. And, I don't mind.
Oh, no, we lost Whit again.
Every time he goes to talk.
Am I muted again?
You're not anymore.
Oof.
This is absolutely. And then I just got to re-click it. Why won't it stay clicked?
I don't know. I
Why
think the
won't it
Lightning.
stay clicked, Borrelli?
This DEVOUR goalie. I don't know who the hell this guy is.
He needs to get called up. Who's their affiliate, Biz?
Whit, didn't you go to the beach with Yans recently?
Oh, yeah. Hell of a day. Oh, that was sick. You're getting worked by a Coast League team.
I know. Well, they have a Hall of Famer running their offense.
What's the funniest thing Yans did the other day at the beach?
The funniest thing? I wasn't with Keith. I was with Brian. I don't know if you,
Oh,
you knew
okay.
which one. Yeah.
Well, he's just as funny.
Yeah, Brian was just as funny. We were just sitting there crushing drinks. We had a barbecue. Our kids were out there. My other buddy, his kids. It was a blast. I was with Ryder. I took him for the day. Just an unreal dad move.
What did you guys think of Yandel's performance in the pizza review?
I thought it was good. I mean, I don't know how. Like, Dave is such an idiot. He's just like right off the bat coming at you. I don't think Keith knows the guy. Like, I'm like, you just gotta give it back to this
Scrap.
clown.
Scrap. Let's go here.
Oh, who's your daddy? Oh man, I gave him the wit. I almost
Come
pulled
on.
his jersey over his head.
That's one thing I don't know how to do in
Can
this
you
game
jersey
at all.
people? Like, I got jerseyed in this game.
No, you can't.
I could have held him on a little more, but I didn't want to lose it.
When that
I'm
photo
bad,
came out the day after that game, my
30,
buddies
yeah.
found it. I lost. I was like, oh my God, that photo is out there forever. That sucks.
Who was it again?
Tim Jackman been trying to fight me for 17 years.
Oh man.
You guys got him on the pod, right? After that?
Yeah, he called in. That was back in the day, it feels like.
That was
No.
old. Yeah.
That was before I joined.
Was it?
Yep. I fought Timmy Jackman a couple times. He was a tough customer. Big, strong. Yeah. He was a solid player too. Like, his fighting overshadowed, like he was a solid fourth liner.
Playing a guy like Daddy Padre makes you feel like you have no idea how to play the video game, which is crazy.
Look, he
Because if I
backed
play-
in like he's skating backwards. I feel like the game should kind of correct that.
It's annoying. I hate it. It's like
But-
figure skating, I call it. And all the top players do it because you kind of have to. It's
Well,
just
once you
annoying.
figure out that it's like kind of it's not a glitch, but it's just like
Yeah, it's annoying. It draws penalties. It's really fake too. I like playing real as somebody that plays like real hockey. Obviously, I didn't play at your guys' level or anything, but still, it's just frustrating because you just know how unrealistic that is.
You know that the producer, I think I've said this every time I've come on here, of our golf podcast is the e-bug of the Islanders.
Oh my
Really?
goodness. They're everywhere.
How many e-bugs do you guys have up there, or do you not know?
I don't know. I think it's 2 because I think he says he splits time because like the Barclays Center and the Coliseum and stuff.
what number
Okay.
producer is that for you guys? Honestly,
It's like 4, I think.
4 biz, 4 producers.
Jeez.
Imagine,
why is that?
imagine
They weren't
Riggs
cut- they weren't
crying.
cut out
Imagine
for it.
Riggs crying because he won't have range balls for breakfast every day at Pinehurst, but there's just 4 guys he's gas piped and fired.
It's
Man,
not-
that'd be a reason.
no,
to
it
cry.
wasn't fired. They all gave up, man. How many guys have tried to work for Dave?
Why'd they give up?
I think
They just
Grinelli
they weren't
misunderstood.
built for it.
Oh, they weren't built for it.
I think Grinnell misunderstood. Grinnell wrote, I'd kill a man for 4 producers. No, I think that means
Mikey, they've had 4 of you.
They've had different ones. That means that somebody's not getting along with who's ever editing the tape.
No, it wasn't that. It was that they didn't know what it meant. Like
man,
you come into
you can't even speak the truth on a Chiclet upstream.
It's not that. It has everything to do with like they come in to edit a podcast and audio, and then all of a sudden they have to like film at Pebble Beach 18 holes of golf. It's like that's not what they signed up for. So half the guys that like
Grinelli does a lot of jobs.
Yeah, he's built from a different cloth.
So Grinelli probably deserves a little more credit around Barstool, I'd say.
Yeah.
No? Why does Grinelli get so much shit from everyone there? He does fucking way more than half the people there.
Listen, I'm not going to fight this battle, right? It's not. I mean, I don't think that Grinelli's not doing a great job. I'm putting you in a
spot.
That's because I got him chained to his desk.
But you know what it is? It's because you guys love him too much publicly. I mean, that's obviously why, right? You can't do that in front of Dave.
We're a team.
Barstool. Yeah, but that doesn't work. That we are like, there's no kumbayas at Barstool. Everyone wants to kill each other, and that's what makes it good.
Oh, really? I'll show you numbers, and we'll compare those. I know how to run it. We know how to run a fucking
on that
team.
one.
We know how to run a team.
Suck on that one.
What are you talking about? It's all about production. That's all that matters. Numbers.
Oh,
I
didn't mean that. No, I didn't. When I said that that's not how it works at Barstool, I didn't mean like you guys aren't doing it the way it works. I'm saying that you're gonna get chirped for like Grinelli's always gonna be in the doghouse with Dave because you guys love him so much. That's my point.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we don't really we don't do well off like negative reinforcement. That's really not how we operate. Yeah,
I love the way you guys operate.
Yeah, you think we'd be a country club, but you'd be in for one. You think we're out there just sleeping in Borrelli?
No, I don't think so. You guys get it done. You got to get it done somehow.
Well, I mean, like, mind you, like, yeah, there are some times where like, things aren't, if like things aren't going well, there's some creative conflict, so to speak, but you handle those behind closed doors and you try to improve. And, it's like any business.
You guys are buddies, which is like first and foremost the most important part.
Yes.
What's your handicap at right now?
It was a 9.7.
Look it up.
It was a 9.7, but if you look it up right now, tell me if it went down because I inputted a 85 today.
Oh, it doesn't change till the next day.
The next day. I played off a 12 today at Wayzata.
It was a hard rated course.
Yeah.
I got a question for you. KB No Swag. I believe he's from Wheeling, isn't he?
Oh, you know what? He actually may be. I think that's
from
correct.
Wheeling?
I think so, yeah.
In or around there, or he's lived there before. What's his deal? He's got some funny blogs. Oh my God. He might be one of my favorite guys at Barstool.
KB No Swag and Nick. I actually don't know what Nick's last name is. That duo is some of the funniest. They're the funniest people I've ever come across. Like some of the funniest people I've ever come across. Because we went out to a Buffalo Wild Wings with them, and I was looking at them like I was starstruck. Like the way that they were able to conduct like humor at the table and like mess around with us and be so awkward to the point where I wanted to throw up of awkwardness made it so entertaining. Just crazy.
We should invite them.
Something as simple as like. I'll be like, oh, can you pass the cheese curds? And Nick would just like hold it up and be like, you mean these? And it's just like, come on, man. Like, pass those things over here. And he's like, and he would just like slowly take one and eat it. They're just such funny, naturally funny dudes.
Donnie was one of my favorite too.
He's a wild card, man. He's an absolute wild card, but he's hilarious.
What happened recently? He Airbnb his place in China, and this chick destroyed it.
He dropped the RW word on her.
What's a W mean?
It was just like this, whatever.
In this case,
one who sleeps around.
Did he get in trouble? Did he get in trouble?
I actually don't know because I haven't looked at it. Maybe he deleted it or something. I don't know. But he was just like this, whatever, trashed my fucking place and went in on her. I mean, I don't know if he got in trouble for it. She's in like Beijing, but
I don't feel like Donnie's got to answer to many people
no.
other than Dave, but I don't think Dave gives a shit.
No, he puts out good content, man. How about YP? How good is those first 2 episodes?
Also, I haven't
Why-
seen those. I haven't seen those yet. But did season 2 of his outdoor stuff get released?
Yep.
Oh, he crushed that first year. It's been about six years since that video. Not trying to
Man, it
chirp
takes-
him, but
no,
it
it
feels.
takes-
I guess you got to plan all that.
You got to plan it out, and it's all sponsored now. So he, it's very diligent, and also he couldn't release it until all the sponsors were locked in.
Yeah.
So,
No, I have a lot of respect for guys who grind and put themselves out there. And he kind of started from the bottom, and he's solidified himself into one sector of Barstool, which is like the outdoor space, right? They didn't really have many people in
Nothing.
that space beforehand, right?
nothing, especially not the way he was doing it. No one's going out catching 400-pound groupers, whatever those things were.
And he's able to communicate it to the younger crowd as well, right? He's got a very unique
Well,
way
what
about
he
him.
does that I love is that he puts a lot of time into the actual production of it, which is a little bit different than what Barstool does. We usually,
Yes.
because if you're super funny, you can just turn the camera on, and like Dave can just turn the camera on. Pizza reviews, we just shoot and then put it out, right? There's nothing to it, but he really took his time to make sure every shot looked incredible, so that when you put it on the TV, you're gonna share it with your buddy and be like, "Look at this fucking fish YP just caught."
Yeah, good. He's got voiceover, good drone footage. Yes,
So
the
for our
cinematography is good.
our golf travel series, he inspired me to want to make sure that we added production to it and get all the really good drone work. So I made our producers watch it. I'm like, watch what he does, and I want to.
Oh, you made your producer do something?
No, my goodness.
Pasha did that for me, and when we did that Biz Does BC,
Dude, that was an inspiration of
That
it
was
too.
sick.
That was you know what? That was actually the first time it really hit me how good that was produced, how well that was produced. Because were you working full time at Barstool at that point, or did you just do a deal where it came on Barstool.com?
So that was the first thing I did as soon as I retired. I was very scared, and I just didn't want to be a radio announcer. No offense to anyone who's a radio announcer. I just wanted more. I wanted to explore.
Go ahead.
So me and Pasha, we set out to do that. And, half of which I had to fund on my own. But luckily, when I ended up joining the podcast, I told Erica and Dave, I said, listen, I got this film project, and it would be cool at the same time to release it when I announced that I'm joining the pod. And that was when I ended up coming there when playoffs had started, my first year joining the pod. And yeah, it was a very cool experience. I learned how to do a lot, the voiceover, getting in the sound booth, and we traveled around, and and it was a cool experience. And I'd like to do another one, but it's just the money, you got to get funding for it, and that's where
we'll get you some funding.
Oh, you will? Oh, nice.
Yeah, we can take some of the foreplay budget, and well, they took in rigs though too. They didn't. Well, remember Pinehurst when you say your prayers at night, guys. Just remember them. But
oh my God, wait, you would have stayed there for 99 days if you had the chance.
Oh my God, of course. I'm not saying that. I just wouldn't have cried when I said goodbye to the valet guy. I wouldn't have cried on his shoulder. But hey, Daddy Padre runs over Borrelli. No surprise here. We got Nasher versus Daddy Padre. Grinelli, please tweet out the little section, the little video in which Daddy Padre said, "Yeah, I've never lost to him." So there's a little newspaper material. What's that? A bulletin board material coming into this game for Nasher. So thank you guys for joining us.
He's very good at this game. Great job.
All right, boys. Appreciate it.
Thanks,
Biz,
boys.
peace.
Hey, thank you to Devour as well.
Oh, Pink Whitney, Devour, all of our guys behind me, other shoulder, Devour. Show your mouth a good time. Have a great night, everyone. Bye-bye.